Must not be late. Must not be late. On my way to Crovan's Gate. Boy, I sure hope Sir Handel's not mad at me. Ah!
Thomas, where have you been? I've been waiting for you for ages. You've been taking so long. I've needed to talk to you.
I know, and I'm sorry, Sir Handel. There was a big pile up at Knapford. I was trying my best to get to you. So, what do you need to talk to me about?
I want you to meet somebody. His name's Bill Nye, and he has a really cool topic he wants to tell you about.
Bill Nye. Bill Nye? No! Bill Nye the Science Guy! No!
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Science rules.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Inertia is a property of matter. T minus 7 seconds.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Hello, everybody. I am Bill Nye the Science Guy. And you know this because you're watching my show. Today, me and a friend are going to talk about LiDAR ultrasonic sensors with you all today. So I hope you all can enjoy it and learn with your family. Electromagnetic waves do not use matter to transfer energy, and this is because electromagnetic waves are made up of magnetic fields and electric fields which oscillate perpendicular to each other. Mechanical waves do use matter to transfer energy, and unlike electromagnetic waves, there are many types.
At a molecular level, mechanical waves travel through denser mediums much faster than less dense materials. This is because the object's molecules are packed together, letting the vibrations go through the object much faster. Electromagnetic waves are the opposite. They go faster the lower the density. This is because, unlike mechanical waves, they do not use molecules to transfer energy, and the molecules slow them down.
Certain materials are more absorbent because they are not rigid, and they are porous, which causes the sound to get absorbed by the springiness. Also, the waves goes into the air-filled pores, which cause friction, turning some of the energy into heat energy. Amplitude is loud, and frequency is pitch, and if the speed changes, then it would refract, changing the pitch. The cause of wave interactions is waves interacting with other things, such as bouncing off a wall, which would be reflection, mainly going from one material to another.
Amplitude is brightness, frequency is color, and if speed changes, then the light would most likely refract and separate the colors from each other. Amplitude is related to LiDAR as it is the brightness of the light. If the beam gets too dim, it might not even get registered by the sensor. Amplitude is also how much energy is in the wave, so the brighter it is, the more amplitude there is.
Frequency and wavelength are the color of the light and are also important to LiDAR because it uses frequencies that humans cannot see, so it does not obstruct vision. Frequency and wavelength are not related to energy. Speed matters because it uses how long it takes to reflect back to find distance. However, if it goes through a different material that is a different speed, it could refract so it does not bounce back. But even if it does, then it might throw off where it thinks the object is. You can see light refraction because of a difference in speed.
Lumens are used to measure how bright the wave is or its amplitude. Nanometers are usually used for measuring wavelength. You could measure the speed of light in meters per second. Reflection is related to LiDAR because LiDAR works by waiting for light beams to reflect back and seeing how long it takes for them to reflect back.
Kill me now. Amplitude is measured in loudness and is the energy that is in the waves. The higher energy your amplitude, the higher the range. Speed is one of the most important parts of ultrasonic sensors, and this is because they figure out the distance of an object based on how long the sound takes to get back to the sensor. Reflection is extremely important, as that is how a map of the environment is created, where things reflect back from. Absorption also comes into play, as if too much energy is absorbed, then the wave might not reflect back onto what absorbed the energy, or the air could absorb the energy, also limiting the range. Transmission happens as the wave goes through the air, which is important, as if it could not go through the air, it could not bounce back. Refraction can happen due to difference in temperature, which would cause different speeds, which could mess up the different readings.
You've had enough, Bill Nye. Now it's my turn. Absorption is related to LiDAR because LiDAR works by waiting for light to bounce back, but if enough of the light gets absorbed, then it might not be able to detect the light. Transmission is related to LiDAR because light has to transmit through the air to be able to bounce back off objects. Also, it could transmit through objects like glass, letting it detect through a window. Refraction is related to LiDAR because if it refracts, that means it changed speed, which would throw off the distance measurements as it would take longer or shorter than it expects. And since it measures distance, though how long it takes to return, it could get thrown off. When an object's natural frequency does not match the frequency going in, the electrons in the atoms begin vibrating. However, instead of vibrating in resonance at a large amplitude, the electrons vibrate for small periods of time with small amplitudes of vibration, then the energy gets re-emitted as a light wave. In transparent materials, the vibrations are transmitted to neighboring atoms' electrons, and this happens through most of the materials before re-emitting on the other side. LiDAR and ultrasonic both use analog for how far an object is, and then use analog to digital converters for easier processing and data transfer to the microcontroller that is processing the data.
See
See
you
you
soon.
soon!
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Inertia is a property of matter. Bill, the Science Guy. T minus 7 seconds. Bill Nye the Science Guy.